Hello everybody and welcome back to another FTB Infinity Expert Mode with Kryllyk here. We are back in the world and I have terrible news. Absolutely terrible news. I have no clue what I'm going to do. And the reason I have terrible news, it's something I realized today, and I was having a conversation with the other people on the FTB1 server, the mods and the makers of the pack and all that jazz. Oh, I need like a... I think you can turn this off with just a lever, if I'm not mistaken. But I started looking up some things, and oh my lord, I can't do what I wanted to do. And this is a big problem. So the AE system, what I wanted to do... you stopped growing super fast, right? Yes, you did. Perfect. Okay, so what I really wanted to do was I wanted to set up my AE system in the last millennium and set up a quantum bridge to have AE access here in the overworld, like a full AE panel and all of that with access to all of our storage and everything in the last millennium, and just kind of get it out of the overworld here. Sad news. Quantum ring. You need 8 of these. You need energy cells. The problem is, now energy cells are great. I love energy cells. They're very, very useful and very helpful when it comes to applied energistics and storing applied energistics energy. Now, they can be game breaking though, because if you craft one of these and you stand on like a resonant charge pad or something like that, it can charge up with AE energy. So the reason that they've put this behind a energy acceptor is because they didn't want to break people being able to get applied energistics early. This is a huge deal. A huge deal. Because you need 8 of these. 8 energy acceptors requires 8 quantum cores, which color all this enriched scenarium and all that stuff. It's just not worth the time or trouble. So, this guy's cheap. No problem there. But you need 8 of these, and that is a huge issue. So that idea is kind of out the window. So I'm kind of, you know what, I'm gonna shelf the AE system for another day. I need to think about it more. I need to ponder a little bit more. We do have the ability, I mean, there's just not enough room here. And that's why I was thinking the last millennium was going to be so good, because we have pretty much infinite room over there. But I still wanted to have access here. So let me know what you guys think on the AE stuff. I really would appreciate that knowledge. Maybe we just move it, right? Like maybe we're just talking a simple move. I made a room over here, and let's zoom on over to it. And this is going to be, oh god, I'm too fast. This is going to be our RF tool room right here. So just a small little room. You don't need much room for RF tools. So maybe with your guys' ideas or something, maybe we can incorporate that somehow. I don't know. This mountain's not quite really big enough, so that's a problem. Maybe we build a completely different structure. I don't know. Maybe we convert this area. I'm planning on having... I think we're going to put the draconic energy storage over here. I think that was my plan. So, I don't know. Please let me know. Please give me a ton of feedback. We could also do something up here. We can definitely get rid of these water wheels. They're really not doing anything for us. But I'd love to hear your guys' feedback on all this stuff. I'm kind of ranting and rambling on here. But it's really important. I want to get your guys' feedback on all this stuff. So those are some of the initial ideas that I'm having. So one of the first things that I want to do is I want to move all of this stuff right here. So that guy is that. Okay, we're going to keep these separate. That guy is that. So that's the end destination. That's the beginning destination. Very good. Now I want to switch these up because it's pretty straightforward. We want to move these over to our RF room. And the way that I had them set up, it was pretty bad. It was not ideal at all. But the main goal is I want to get at least one of every dimlet in one filing cabinet. And then I want to have... Uh-oh. Which one's which? Dang it. You are the singles. Okay, good. Good. All right. And that should be our empty one. Beautiful. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to have... how am I going to do this? We need to do a rationing pipe. I guess we could put it right beside. Yeah. We can do a transfer node up like that. It's going to start pulling things. And then we will put a hyper rationing pipe. So if one of these can go in this filing cabinet, it will. Then we're going to have the spare empty filing cabinet right beside that, and all the rest are going to end up in there. So this is going to be basically our little filing system. And what it should do is it'll completely clear out these dimlets. It'll completely clear out this entire filing cabinet. And then this guy is the one that we will use for scrambling and whatnot and organization or better organization of our dimlets. And this one is going to be our mass storage where we can just kind of see each dimlet that we do have. All right. So that is one of the things that I wanted to get done. That's perfect that we already got that done. The next thing that we're going to need to get done is, first of all, we're going to need power over there. So, I mean, a tesseract is going to be required. But we're also going to need all the machines from RF Tools. So let's start moving some of these over. Boom. And boom. And I guess we could take these out. We don't really need them anymore, do we? Yeah, no, we do not. Okay. That should all be gone. Good. All right. And let me out. Don't need you. Okay. Beautiful. I'll have to clean that up a little bit, but that should do it. Now, we probably don't need this anymore, or this. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. We forgot to put the stack upgrade in. Now, the main one is the scrambler. So let's first of all make a tesseract so that we can get power over to where we need it to go. That should start to work. Again, the AE stuff is really just throwing me for a miff. Now, I did propose Zeke the Geek. We discussed it. And we posted a proposed change in all of FTB Infinity so that the energy cell, by applied energistics, you do have to create the hard one first with the energy acceptor, but then there's a way to create more after the fact. So basically a secondary recipe there. So that once you have one, you can create more. Whether or not it gets approved and all that kind of stuff is completely up to T-Fox and the powers that be, but you know, that's something that we have proposed as a potential change. Okay, where do I want to put the tesseract? Let's put it right here, right behind the wall. Should do the job. We'll set that to quarry, set the frequency. Beautiful. Okay, so next will be the scrambler, that guy right there, and it should automatically gain power from... no, we can't do that, can we? No, we cannot. Let's do this. The scrambler will then instead go there. So we're going to need the energy conduit and the scrambler, because we're going to need a one wide space here. Now, I'm not really a fan of where this is now, so let's just move it down to there. Still set to quarry. Good. And we can kind of hide that. Perfect. Now, I will need a transfer node. Oh, man. Oh, really? Pop-ups? Okay, it's fine. I think it sent one. Yeah, I did. Okay. All right. That guy will go there, and that'll start inputting everything out of the extras chest, or filing cabinet, into there. We will put the capacity into there to speed this whole thing up. So, this guy should get the extras. It should all go in the scrambler. Liquid blood. Interesting. And then from the scrambler, we need to put it back through this entire system. So let's just do that the easy way. Let's get another transfer node. pretty straightforward. And let's get some transfer pipes. Good. And let's head on back to the RF tools room. It's pretty far away, which is kind of the only downside, but I don't mind it either. We could potentially roll with a secondary subsystem. No, not there. There works. There works just fine. So that should pull out the liquid blood. Good. And we'll automatically start getting the next one. Beautiful. It's taking forever, though, to find a home. Why can't it find a home? Oh, now we're at the nutrient. Okay, it found a home. Good. And then, yeah, this should just keep on rolling. Now, there is a few hiccups with this scrambler. There's certain ones that are craftable, and those don't transition well in terms of... they just don't work well with the scrambler. You can only have one of those at a time, and it just doesn't work very well. As you can still see, we still do not have a rarity 6, though, anywhere in any of these things. So I think what we're going to have to do is we're actually going to have to create a world and probably do a little bit of exploring and everything just to kind of move on from there. The researcher is going to go here because then that will connect into this filing cabinet, which will then go through all of this system yet again. Not too bad. It's working. So let's cruise on back. At least we've got the basics set up now in our RF tools little section there. Now, there's a few other things that we could probably look at getting, and I have to confirm what they are. I'm trying to remember. Energy extractor, dialing device, I know is something we need. Definitely something we need. There's a couple others. I believe we need the spawner. There's quite a few. Inscriber, I think we need that one. Yeah, it allow you construct your dimensions. Dimension builder. This builds a dimension and powers it when the dimension is ready. Okay, that's important. Dimension editor. Okay, we'll probably need that as well. So let's quickly make a few of these other machines from RF tools that I think we're going to need. Just an assumption. So let's get a few machine frames. 3 of them for right now. And I think that should do the job. There's also these filters that we could use. I need to look into those more and see exactly what they do. But it's one of those things. And we can go from there. Okay, machine infuser. That is something that I want too, but we do not have the stuff yet. Environmental controller. Okay, that could be a thing for us. I wonder if that would work with the Gaia fight. I don't know. Maybe. Let's first look at some of this other stuff. So, inscriber. Let's build that. We have no ink sacs. Really? Squids, please. Where are all the squids? Why? Where have all the squids gone? Alright, we need some squidders. Aha, I see some. I see some squids. Yeah, I see you. Where's another one? Where's your brothers? Where are they? I mean, we got enough for right now, but I wouldn't mind if you gave me a little bit more. Squid brothers. Just saying. A little bit more. Haha! I found your brothers. Ha ha ha. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello. Hi. Okay. Found his brothers. It's fine. No mass genocide takes place during my videos, alright? Bam. Maybe I got a chicken. I don't know. Who knows? Alright. So we got a little bit more ink. That's good, because we needed it anyways. Alright. So there's our dimension inscriber. The next one, let's see what's on the list here. So the inscriber. Now we need the oh boy. Okay. Okay, the dimension builder is something we're going to have to do later. We do not have all that stuff. Dimension editor, though, we can build that one. Okay. So there's a couple of the machines. We really need to get the Awakened Draconium going. We really do. Alright, and then what I was thinking is we can do all our dimension stuff over here. So this guy here, and this is the dimension inscriber. So I believe this is the one where you put in the dimlets and you create a setup. This one is where it builds the world, and then the builder is what you put in next, and that guy is the most important. All right, that's what actually spawns the world. So that's a thing. We're getting the infrastructure down. I don't think we're going to get to a world today. I really want to hear your guys' feedback on the applied energistics stuff. For whatever reason, I am just, yeah, starving to hear from you guys on that, because that is my main priority and what I want to get fixed. Can I do anything with these? What can I do with these? Can I get those shards or something out of these? I don't think you can. I think these are purely decorative, right? Yeah, like just a building block. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so equally, I believe our Britannia setup should be functional again as soon as I flip the lever, because our burger situation has been fixed. So I had this kind of as a bit of a fail-safe, just in case. But this should be operational. We should have tons of burgers in the chest, which we do. Get out of here, Vine. And all of that should work appropriately. I also switched back to my standard generic comparator design. It was shown by Black Industrial. It's been shown by many people. It's kind of the basics. But basically, you input a signal on the positive, and then your output will try to match that signal. So as you can see here, we have a power of 14 up in Wayla in the very top, going into the comparator, which means until the input here reaches 14, this will not activate and deactivate the entire system. Okay, so once this mana pool fills up to 14, 15 type thing, it'll turn off automatically, which is great. And it seems like all of the system is working just fine. All of the droppers are getting burgers. Our burgers should be more than keeping up. And I know for a fact that it's going to turn off this time. I know for a fact, all right? Now, I mean, this is a decent setup for terrasteel. This is just our terrasteel setup, remember that. All these sparks and everything are all designed just to get us more terrasteel. Now, I'm not sure of an exact way to automate said terrasteel. Like, I click on terrasteel in the AE or something like that, and it drops it on the plate, and we're good to go. Can you drop items through a spark? You can. Okay, so maybe we can do that just with a open crate and or something like that, and dropping the items on it. But again, getting AE over here is not going to be enjoyable at all. Not sure what I'm going to do with that, but maybe we can just set up one that keeps it full for whatever amount of time in an ender chest or something like that. That might be a thing as well. So that's our terrasteel. Now I would like to get a bigger, oh yes, this guy. Many people address this guy. We don't need this entire smeltery. No siree, we do not. Now, I do still have the redstone and stuff in there, so I think I'm going to keep it until I go to make another wyvern core, but then I will disable it, because this is one wyvern core worth. But most people were telling me, and I actually knew this, but you can just pour right from a portable tank into a casting table. So we don't need the entire smeltery setup. We can just boom, boom, done. No big deal. All right. So I'll fix that at some point in time as well. Let's see. What else were things? I've been derping a lot lately, so, you know, that's a thing. Okay. So my plans for building a massive mana pool that we can sap from all involves around the kekimurus from Britannia. And what this guy does is it literally eats cakes to provide mana. Very, very awesome. No complaints whatsoever. And we can almost make all of this. I think I need to make some runes of gluttony, which requires runes of fire, demonic slates, some mana diamonds, and a rune of winter, which is water and earth, imbued slate, cake. Oh, we have to make a cake? Really? I don't have the buckets. It's fine. Let's get some buckets. Okay, good. Get some buckets. We'll have to get some milk from our old milking cow. Now, for the most part, though, this guy is pretty darn sweet, I must say. A little bit of snow, wool. I think it's any type of wool. Cake and imbued slate. All right. Water and earth. Let's take a quick glance. Of course it's got to be raining. Maybe we should have made that weather controller, am I right? Okay, so we have both of those. Good. I don't have a gluttony here, so that's good, I guess. Let's cruise on down, and I'm going to get some of the... I don't think I have any slates in here. No, I think they're all over here. We need to get a few imbued slates and some demonic slates as well. So let's throw those guys in. We'll put this guy in as a backup. Good. There's our imbued slate. And I'm going to let this one go to demonic, which is the next tier after that. Pretty easy overall. I love how there's like one spot of snow. Or like it's snowing right here. It's funny. Anyway, so there's our imbued and demonic. Oh, don't forget to put that back on. Gotta keep our blood pool alive. Okay, we need some snow blocks. 1, 2. That one's pretty easy. We need a piece of wool. That guy's pretty easy. And last but not least was that cake. So let's slide on over to our moo cow over here. Hi, buddy. How's it going? 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Have a nice day. I'm sorry that we're milking you. Please don't call PETA. Alright, so this will give us our first cake. Very good. The cake is a lie. Of course it is. Alright, good. So now we can cruise on up to our Botania setup over here. Let's get a piece of living rock. I really need to just get all of this stuff moved over as well, but all in due time, I guess. And I need more teleporters. I've been noticing that I've been doing a lot of flying around. So let's look up the kekimurus. Kick. And the rune of winter first. So that, and the 2 snow and the imbued slate. So boom, the 2 snow, the wool, the cake, and earth and water. Good, it's getting going. Beautiful stuff. And we basically just wait. It's getting filled up from down below. It's all nice and hidden, so to keep this area looking beautiful. One of the cool changes about Botania is they used to actually consume the original runes, and they no longer actually do that, which is a huge bonus when making these advanced runes, because you don't actually use them up. Now, it does appear, though, that I do not have a rune of fire. I think we used them all up in our Gorma lilies. So let me gather everything that we need for that. We're going to need... I'm going to probably make a decent amount. A few, anyways. Let's do 18 mana steel worth. That's going to give us 6 total. So let's get some blaze lamps. We're going to need 6 blaze lamps. Oh, I just made 64. It's fine. It's fine. No big deal. It'll get done in a second, I think. Yeah, AE system. This is why I need to improve it. I need to fix that problem. Alright, 6 of those. Good. Now we need the nether stuff. So let's get 6 nether wart, 6 nether brick, and what was last? Fire shards, I think? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Wow, we have a ton of firestone. Good to know. Alright, I'm going to grab... Oh, by the way, my magnet's so strong, it sucks experience through the floor. Just saying. That's why I keep getting experience there. Alright, so let's get this guy crafted up. 3 of you, 1 of you, 1 of you, 1 of you, and 1 of you. Get that crafted. Now, of course, the good thing with Botania as well is they changed the fact that you can just simply right-click after it's done to make another one. So I'm going to make these guys, get them all done. I'll quickly show you the 1, And boom. And then basically right-click with an empty hand. Boom. Automatically starting to craft yet again. Okay, so we have the runes of fire. I made a few more mana diamonds, so let's get those on there first. We need the rune of fire, the rune of winter, and I believe the demonic slate, and that's going to give us the rune of gluttony. And of course, what did I forget? The same thing I always forget, apparently. Not a big deal, right? No big deal. I'm sure all of you guys always forget that all the time, right? Okay, good. That's going to give us our rune of gluttony. And of course, we get to keep the rune of winter because you get to keep the previous rune, which is really awesome. Again, that means that we can continually use that rune of winter to keep on going. All right. So the rune of gluttony, we're going to need pixie dust, 2 white, 2 orange, and 2 brown. All right. 2 white, 2 orange, and 2 brown. Oh yeah, we got that. We got that. No big deal. Let's get those petals going. Let's quickly grab a pixie dust from downstairs here. Pixie dust, thank you. We may have to open another elven portal at some point, but not a huge deal. I'm not going to worry about that right now because we are pretty much at wrapping up point. Sadly, I am really restricted on time this evening. Lots to do. So much to do. With videos and live streams and commitments and all that kind of stuff. Family stuff. So many things. Alright, so let's craft up this kekimurus. And next episode, I think we're going to put it to use. Is that it? Was that it? Cake? I think we got it all, right? Yeah, I think we're good. Yes, we got the kekimurus. Very good. So I'm going to make this into a floating flower. Pretty straightforward, easily done. We're going to need it definitely to be a floating flower. And I'm going to build the structure and everything on how we're going to feed all of this in between this and next episode. And then we're going to put it to proper use. So, again, I apologize for the short video. I'd love to hear your comments on some of that stuff that we need. Really want to hear about that. Please let me know on the AE system. And we'll go from there. So, thanks again so much. Have a fantastic day. And I'll see you in the next episode or live stream or wherever I see you next. Why did that give me a fern? I didn't want a fern. Oh boy, we made a fern. It's got to be a regular mana pool, doesn't it? Alright, I'll fix that.